Meghan Markle is a dictator who terrifies staff and has reduced grown men to tears. Oh, the fallout from the Sussex Survivors Club speaking to Hollywood Reporter has gotten so bad, it deserved another video. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor, and as we reported, as soon as it came out, yes, Hollywood is quitting Harry and Meghan. We went in, we looked at it in detail, and it seemed very fair and very honest. They spoke to over a dozen staffers, but now it's everywhere. More and more coming out to verify this story, and I wanted to play this clip that was coming in from Access Hollywood, thanks to Sabria there over on X, who and I got tagged in this to see it. I want you to watch how Access Hollywood is portraying it, because again, it's important you guys get out there in London. The Hollywood Reporter is like what all the, it's the trades here. It's like a serious magazine report for everybody inside Hollywood. It's Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, Variety. And then you got your Entertainment Tonight, your Access Hollywood, your People Magazine. Those are sort of the more legit press outlets, and you don't want negative press on those big ones. Sure, there's some more tabloidy ones, etc., but this is the one that the industry reads, and now it's getting vetted and confirmed by other sources, and here's Access Hollywood now chiming in on it.
The Sussex Survivors Club, that's the shocking name some of Meghan and Harry's former staffers are allegedly calling themselves. According to the Hollywood Reporter's Mayor Roshan, the magazine's bombshell report investigates the reported mass exodus of employees who worked under the Duke and Duchess.
Our reporter talked to, I think, a dozen people. Most of them are people who have worked very closely with the couple in various capacities now and previously.
The article comes on the heels of news last month claiming that the couple's chief of staff, Josh Kettler, left his post after only 3 months on the job.
Yes, and I've tried to reach out to him. I don't think he's a PR guy, but yes, we've covered this as well.
Which we are told was a trial period and a mutual decision.
That's what Meghan and Harry are telling them.
Kettler has not returned our request for comment.
Our reporter talked to one very high up source who works for the couple, who said everyone is terrified of Meghan Markle.
The Hollywood Reporter quotes the sources saying Meghan, quote, belittles people. She doesn't take advice. Harry is a very, very charming person, no airs at all, but he's very much an enabler.
I mean, it's happening, guys. It's happening. Just as they're out there trying to get more and more clout with their parties and their appearances and their quasi-royal tours, and now more shows that they're hoping Netflix is going to love, and nobody's going to love it. Now the truth is finally starting to come. And timing couldn't be better with my documentary as well, where I'm trying to go out there and explain why are so many people upset, because I think the tide is really turning here. The tide is turning. We've been waiting for this.
In a 2022 episode of her Archetypes podcast, Meghan passionately opened up about being labeled as demanding during a conversation with Issa Rae.
You're allowed to set a boundary. You're allowed to be clear. Yep. It does not make you demanding. It does not make you difficult. Makes you clear.
Duchess Difficult is a nickname that's trailed Meghan Markle for quite a few years. What is new is this notion that coming to America, that a lot of those rumors were manufactured by the palace.
There's a hierarchy of the family. You know, there's leaking, but there's also planting of stories.
This is the narrative that they were putting out there, and they were trying to make it fit. But now the reality is, no. Not only did you get it happen in the royal family, but now here in America, it's happening again. Why? Because that's who you are.
And the reporting that we did suggests that that probably isn't true, that there is this still undercurrent of fear.
An insider tells the Hollywood Reporter Meghan marches around like a dictator in high heels, fuming and barking orders. I've watched her reduce grown men to tears. But Meghan's friend and facialist, Sarah Chapman, who has staunchly defended Meghan, paints an entirely different portrayal of the Duchess.
On the many occasions that I've been with her as a friend or in a professional capacity, I've never seen a negative side to her. I've seen a very trustworthy, very honest, very compassionate person.
Two things.
Well, there you go. It must not be true, because Meghan's facialist friend, is she on the payroll? Meghan's potential friend who's on the payroll says she's never seen it.
It could be possible at once. The couple does help a lot of people. Meghan and Harry declined to comment for our story. I think maybe Meghan would have said that barking around orders is something that we expect from men, and would never raise an eyebrow.
Is that what it is? It's just a woman in charge. Even he's trying to give her an out. Well, it's just because, why a man can't do it. Why can't a woman? Or is she just really actually just difficult and it's all true? Look, this was not a good piece. And I don't think this was a tabloidy mean piece. This wasn't like, I just don't think this was. I think this was a genuine, they talk to their sources. They do. They don't, I guess anything's possible. Every day you got to be careful, guys, of what you read. Nothing's factual. And I got to cover myself too. I'm just trying to say I would put this publication a little bit higher than most in them trying to do their homework. Now, do they get things wrong? Absolutely. They've done things wrong on me, to be fair. It's happened. So full disclosure there. But with someone this high profile, with all eyes on them and knowing how litigious they are, I find it hard to believe they would have been, not been fully invested in ensuring legally that these were sources that would hold up, etc. So the fact that this is now getting headlined everywhere as Meghan Markle is a dictator who's terrifying staff, barking orders, not a good look. Not a good look. That's not a good look. It's not. And look, that was a pretty fair piece, I think. But this whole idea of the Sussex Survivors Club, that's real. That's real. They have it's weird how Meghan has a wake of bodies behind her. Not only just now employees, but friends, family members. Nobody seems to be trustworthy. No, everyone's lying. Everyone's out to get her. When somebody has that many people behind, I don't know, it does seem to say something. Look, we all have people we don't get along with or that we cut off or we don't want to talk to be fair. We do, right? But we shouldn't be afraid to discuss it. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be afraid to address some of those things ourselves if it gets too bad, to explain it. I mean, I got my own haters out there putting out lists of all the 100 people that hate me and stuff. And it's all just nonsense. It's just, there are people who go out to actually harass you, and there's people who actually attempt to criticize you. And you got to separate the two, right? Because we criticize Meghan Markle. We're not here to hate or harass her. And I don't think all these ex-employees, none of which have come on the record, to be fair, they all speak to sources because they want to work again, right? I believe it's because of sources I've spoke to and others. That sounds more likely than just a bunch of people bitching or complaining because they got, rejected or mad at them or, pushed out of the circle. And now they're just claiming, well. No, the people in Meghan's wake really seem legit. And I will reveal, I've talked to quite a few of them and they won't go on record for reasons that to me make it even more believable. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I think it's important we put this out there because look, if she was just out there as some TV star on Suits, I wouldn't really care. What she's trying to position herself as this peaceful diplomat, charitable, stopping all bullies, helping the kids, like this aura she's trying to put out there as this world leader who is being bullied, etc. That's really where I think it comes from a lot of us, that we just don't like her constantly out there trying to spin this fake version of herself that is a royal when she's not, especially given what she's done to her family, etc. Look, all of this is going to be talked about in the documentary I'm working on, which I cannot wait to bring you. I'm getting deeper and deeper in it. And in fact, I will be out in London September 21st, Saturday in Kensington, filming some portions for the documentary. So if you want to meet us, hang out, or you want to be a part of it, you want to explain why you don't like Harry and Meghan, what they've done that makes you so upset that you do what you do, and now's your chance to get involved in the process. I hope to meet some of you. I hope to get some of you interviewed for the project. So just come on out Saturday, nicely. September 21st, we'll be at a pub in Kensington. Stay tuned for the details. We should have the specific details soon this week. Stay tuned. I'll be putting them on the community tab page here, as well as across my socials. If you follow me at Andy Signor, I don't know why it's not there. At Andy Signor is always the best way. Bam! On Instagram or Twitter, you can sort of hit us up, try to make sure you're there. Or join us on Patreon. You can join for free. I'll make sure there's a post on Patreon as well for all members to know the exact details of our meetup. So in fact, I think that's the best way. I'm realizing as I said it. If you haven't already and you want to get information, will also be an opportunity to reach out to us during that meetup so you can get more information. So patreon.com/, there it is, Patreon. I'll put it linked in the comment down below. Join our Patreon. Stay tuned. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe. Make sure you get your alerts to updated videos. Hit that bell for alerts. Smash that like button and leave your comments down below. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. What do you think about all these reports on Duchess Difficult? Are you buying it?